What's up, Facebook? Your boy Z.I. again, Ziggy Doom. Know y'all ain't heard from me in a while, but been going through some things, like we all go through in life. I'm also apologizing for the quality of the video because I still haven't got my HD camera, but I'm gonna get it, y'all. Just bear with me. I want to talk to y'all today in this vlog about loving someone who doesn't love you. Now, see, the thing about love is tricky, you know. Love is one of those things that no one can explain. Like, there's no real definition of love, right? There's no solid, firm definition of love. Love to one is different to another. But one thing I can say about love from what I've experienced in my life is when you truly love someone, I mean truly, really, you feel completely different about them. Everything they say to you, everything they do with you, the touch, the laugh, the anything, it makes you feel a certain kind of way. Now, someone you don't love, those same things they can do, it doesn't make you feel that way. And I'm pretty sure a lot of y'all can relate to me, you know. When you love someone truly, like, it doesn't matter if you say you don't love them or if you say you do. It's how they make you feel, okay? And you know it's true love because everything you do, I mean everything, they can say hi, they can send you a text and say what's up, and you just feel good. You feel, you know. But when you love someone that much and that person doesn't love you back, and when I say doesn't love you back, I don't mean they don't love you as much back, you know, like they may care about you but not as much you. I mean when they look at you as a person that's on the street that they've never met, you know, when they look at you that way, when you love a person who doesn't love you that much, that hands down is the worst feeling in the world. Worse. There's no feeling worse than that, you know, because what it does is it makes you feel like nothing, you know, like, I mean, nothing. You this person you love, you know, they hang out with you, you go places together, you know, you kiss, you hug, you know, high five, whatever. And to you, it's magical. Everything about it is magical. You know, you feel all warm and fuzzy. Yeah, you leave with a smile on your face. But when that person, everything that they do with you, the high fives, the hug, the kiss, when it's just something to do to them, it sucks, man. You know. And I've heard about people. You know, when I was younger and a lot more immature, and I would hear about people doing crazy things for love. You know. I mean, crazy things, you know, quit their job, stop eating, stop drinking, you know, stop hanging out, you know, killing themselves. I said to myself, you know what? Those people are something's wrong with those people. Like, they got a problem, you know. Either they're weak or they just, you know, not in the right frame of mind. But you know what? That was incorrect, you know. They're not weak, okay? They just allowed someone inside them to a place that not many people can be. They let their guards down. They allow someone to be able to reach them emotionally, and they lock that in, you know, and they really love this person. So when that person destroys them, leaves them, tells them they don't care, laughs at them, ridicules them, who am I to say that they're weak? No, they're not weak. They just hurt. They're hurt, man. And every human being in the world can be hurt. Okay, no one is invincible to being hurt. When you allow someone into your life, into your heart, and you let your guard down, you allow them to know everything about you, all your secrets, everything, and you open up completely with them. Yes, that person can hurt you beyond belief, even if they don't try to do it. A lot of times you hear people say, I didn't mean to hurt you, you know, I wasn't trying to hurt you. But that's not cool, you know. If someone, in my opinion, if someone tells you how they truly feel about you, if they say, you know what, I am madly in love with you, madly, you know, At that moment in time, if you do not feel that way, or if you don't think that you could possibly feel that way further down the line, if you and that person work it out and stay together, then you should tell that person, you know what, I don't love you. No, don't say, I don't love you the way you love me. I have love for you. No, you should say, well, I don't love you. I'm never going to love you. We're never going to be in a relationship. It's never going to happen. That's what you should say. Because when you don't do that, you give this person hope, believe it or not. You give them hope. If you say, I don't love you, but I got love for you, that gives them hope. That tells them subliminally, hey, well, maybe in due time, this person can learn to love me. So you should not do that. And that's what happens a lot of times, you know. And I'm telling y'all, like, when I was younger, man, when I was in my 20s, you know, younger teen, love was a four-letter word that just came and went, you know. I didn't care about, I didn't understand love. I didn't know, you know, I didn't know what it meant to love someone and you know, that person just hurt you, they treat you like nothing. When I found out what it felt like, I was devastated. I was like, oh, wow, you know. It's a terrible feeling, man, when you love someone that doesn't love you, you know. And being on both sides of that, you know, being with someone I didn't love and loving someone that didn't love me, I can tell you, man, it sucks. Both ways it sucks. But loving someone that does love you is 100,000 times worse. 100,000. So if you love someone that don't love you, right, what I would recommend you doing is talking to that person and saying, hey, you know, there's no need to hide your feelings. It's not a game, you know. You don't say I love you, but I'm not gonna tell you until you tell me. You don't do that. That's wasting time. The minute you wake up and your nostrils is in the air because you so far in love with that person, you need to tell them. See, you need to say, hey, look, all right, I don't know how you feel about me, but I'm letting you know now, I really love you. I know it. You know, the way you make me feel, the things you say to me, the way we talk to each other, it's so different. And it makes me feel so good. And I wanted to let you know that I am truly in love with you. And I would like to know how you feel about that. And if you're the person on the other end who obviously doesn't love you should tell them, well, you know, I don't love you at all. I don't, you know, I don't see us, you know, being together in the future. I don't see that. You should tell them that. That will save a lot of time, okay? Because if you give a person who truly loves you any hope at all, a small sliver of hope, they're going to take that and run with it. And that is very dangerous, man. Because believe it or not, that's playing with someone's feelings. And you don't want to play with anyone's feelings because you don't want anyone to play with yours. And that's how it works, man. You know, I'm not a love doctor or a psychologist, you know, but I'm telling you what I know through my life's experiences, man. You know, love is very, very dangerous, you know. And for a long time, I refused to allow anyone to love me because I know how dangerous that can be. And I was guarded, you know. I was guarded. So I took it, in a sense, I inadvertently took advantage of people's feelings because I wouldn't allow myself to love them or love them as much as they love me because I was afraid of being hurt. And I didn't know how I could react to it, you know. And on top of that, I was immature. You know, I was young and, you know, I was selfish. And I wasn't thinking that my actions would hurt someone so badly because I didn't see them as a big deal. And that's wrong. I was wrong for that. I lived that way for a very long time, y'all. Long time. I hurt a lot of people because of that. But now I see now as I got older, you know, and I'm wiser, that you don't do that, you know, because when it happens to you, yeah, it's gonna suck, man. It's gonna suck. There's no way around it. So, and the world keeps spinning. You know, time doesn't stop. You can't say, wait, stop. Let me rewind. Let me go. You can't do that. You can only go forward. So, I mean, this vlog, like I said, basically, I just want to touch bases with y'all about loving someone who doesn't love you. it is a pickle. I'm telling you, it is a pickle. So you got to make sure, man, when you meet these people and you do these things with them, you know, you got to make sure it's for a purpose, you know. Yeah, it's fine to meet somebody and date and all that. You got to remember, in the beginning, when you meet someone, they're always going to be perfect in the beginning, because that's the way dating and meeting people goes. You first meet someone, you talk to them, you date them. They're everything and more, right? But that isn't, you don't go off of that, man. You got to give it some time. And that's what I didn't do. You know, if the people that I loved in my life didn't love me, if I would have gave it some time, I would have realized that those people didn't love me, you know, and I would have, you know, maybe been in a different place in life. But you got to give it time, man. You meet somebody, they always perfect in the beginning. They're everything the person before them wasn't. Like, if you and the person before them broke up on the bad terms, and you meet somebody, oh, they're perfect, they're great. You know, I've been that guy. You're so much better than my last boyfriend. You know, but it's always like that in the beginning, right? Everybody's perfect on the first date. Then you get to know them, but you know, by that time you've committed yourself to them, you are in love with them, and they turn out to be somebody totally different. And then what do? You know, do you work on it? Do you see if it can work? Do you chalk it up as a loss? Do you pray to God and say, God, please let me and this person work things out, you know, or do you just continue this charade? I'm telling you what, man, you continue this charade, you're going to waste a lot of time and a lot of feelings and things you can't get back. You may even bring a kid or two in the world, and that person may not, you know, want to be with you anymore. They say, oh, I don't want to be with you anymore. Then what do? You hurt, you know, and no one cares about your hurt. They may say, oh, I feel your pain. They don't really care. Only person can deal with that pain is you. That's it. You. All those nights when you by yourself when those certain songs come on that remind you of the good times, you can't sit there, you can't do nothing but sit there and hurt. Okay? That's it. So like I said, man, loving somebody that don't love you sucks. That is it sucks. You got to make sure this person loves you, or they can see you guys building on that. And if they can't, then you gotta walk away. You know, if you were in a relationship with someone and everything was horrible, you know, but you still feel somewhere deep down you can make it work, it's not going to be easy. But if you and that person can come to that kind of agreement, then that's what you do. You take it slow, you take it one day at a time. But you make sure you put in 150% effort each day. You let that person know that you want this to work. Regardless of what happened in the past, regardless of what was done, regardless of what was said, you let them know, I want this to work. You give 150%. You can't give 100. 100% isn't enough. When you're trying to make something that was destroyed work again, you got to give 150. You got to give 250, honestly. And day by day, you know, build. Let that person know you can be the man or woman that they want you to be. And it's not going to be easy. But I'm the type of person, I don't give up. I know when I'm defeated, okay? I know when I'm beat. I know when there's no way I can't win. I know that. When I can't win, I accept defeat. But if I see a chance, a slight chance, that something can be fixed, something can be, you know, salvaged, then I'm gonna build off of that. And that's just how I am. You know, how you guys handle things is, you know, completely up to you guys. But how I handle it, I'm not a quitter. You know, quitting is not something that goes in with Ziggy. You hear Ziggy, you don't hear quitter, you know. So but that's enough for this vlog. You know, talking y'all heads off about loving someone that don't love you. I'm gonna try to get at least 1 or 2 vlogs in a week for y'all. Let y'all know how I'm doing, how I'm progressing, what's going on in my life. But yeah, y'all be easy, man, and you know, like, subscribe, you know, share it. It's all good. You know, it's all in fun. I don't do Facebook. Facebook is a relationship killer. Anything relationship related can be tarnished, by Facebook. Now, let me rephrase that. Facebook doesn't destroy the relationship. Your actions on Facebook destroys the relationship. So Facebook can be a great tool, but it can also be a great hindrance. And I'm sure anybody that has Facebook know what I'm talking about. So Facebook doesn't destroy relationships, but it can facilitate a lot of bad things and a lot of questionable things. And I don't need anything questionable in my complicated life. So I don't do Facebook. I'm gonna probably get a Twitter. I'll let y'all know. And yeah, Twitter. That's about it. Twitter and YouTube. I don't want to be too deep into the social media network because the rabbit hole goes deep. So all right, y'all be easy, and I will talk to y'all next time.